So because I want to start doing more stuff on YouTube, that also includes putting some more of the bigger news stories from supercars onto YouTube as well as TikTok. By the way, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram to see some content like this, you can head there. It's the same name as my YouTube. But anyway, the news. A couple of days ago, Triple Eight dropped a bombshell. Jamie Whincup is stepping away from co-driving with Brock Feeney for the 2026 and the 2027 season. This is mainly to focus on his role as the team leader, basically. Because since 2022, he's been doing both of those things at the Enduros. He's been co-driving with Brock Feeney, but also being the team leader. And his time with Brock Feeney has been pretty good. They won a Sandown 500 together and got again on the podium for that, along with a second place at Bathurst in 2024. He's always said that if he wasn't the best person for the job, he would step away from the driving side of things and focus on the team leading side of things. So I think he feels like that he isn't the best co-driver for the job anymore, which he has been basically since he's been in that role in 2022. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be weird seeing Jamie Whincup not on the grid, because the last time he wasn't on a Bathurst 1000 grid, that was 2001. That wasn't yesterday. You know who won that year? Mark Scaife and Tony Longhurst. But I think this is the right time for him to step back, mainly because Triple Eight are going big for 2026. They're getting a new Ford partnership. They're going back to 3 cars with SCT Motorsports, so focusing on more vehicles full time. They're trying to get other stuff going, like the GT3 stuff with the Ford Mustang, and I think they'll probably might still be doing Triple or the GT4 stuff, but I don't think they'll be doing Super 2 next year. But that's not really the point, because the full-time supercar stuff, it's expanding. Like and subscribe, and my cat will be Jackson Wall's co-driver for 2026. So who is Jamie Whincup's replacement? Well, they did pick up a doozy of a co-driver. Nick Percat announced his retirement from full-time supercars racing a couple of months ago now, I think before the Gold Coast round, if I remember, and they have picked up Purdog, as they called him in the quite entertaining announcement video. Triple Eight have always done such a good job when it comes to their social media side of things. And Nick Percat is a good pickup, honestly. Former Bathurst champion in 2011 as a rookie, and don't forget, he's gotten a couple of extra podiums at the Great Race as well. There was the chaotic race in 2014 and the ultimate underdog story with Lucas Dumbrell getting a podium, and there's been many cases where he has been close to podiums or wins in other times as well. And this won't be the first time he'll be driving a Ford. Don't forget, he had that quite average year with Walkinshaw when they first switched to Ford in 2023. And they also announced in the video that Scott Pye would be kept on as a co-driver. This is also the good choice. He and Will Brown work together quite well. He's one of the fastest co-drivers out there at the same time. So it's just a question of whether or not who Jackson Wall's co-driver is. And the co-driver market this year is looking very strong. There has been a lot of people step back from the full-time side of things. I mean, you've got, on the top of my head, you've got Jackson Evans, he's gone to Walkinshaw. Now you've got Nick Percat, and you've still got the likes of Richie Stanaway, Will Davison, Bryce Fullwood. They have a good shot of getting good co-driver seats. So those guys on the wings, like your Dale Woods and your Jack Perkins, James Courtney as well. James Courtney, he got announced as a Team 18 co-driver. But those guys that have been co-driving for a decent amount of years and are on the wings, like your Jack Perkins, your Dale Woods, those guys, they're really in danger of missing out on the Bathurst 1000, which would be a shame for some of those guys that are still doing well, but with the amount of full-timers that are stepping back from main driving and going to the co-driving side of things, those guys are going to be extremely valuable, especially those guys that have raced either the opposite machinery or maybe even the same sort of gear. I mean, James Courtney has only ever driven the Mustang in Gen 3 and switching over to the Camaro. So what's Jamie Whincup's plan to finish this off? Well, I think for 2 years he's going to assess the situation, keep everything as it is, have the 3 cars, have your Brown, Feeney, and I assume Jackson Walls will be on for a multi-year thing. And maybe if the economy is better and it makes sense business-wise, he brings back the wildcard stuff. Put a young driver in, and maybe Jamie Whincup could play the Craig Lowndes role in that case. He hasn't retired yet, he just said he'll be stepping back from the driving side of things for the next couple of years. But what do you think about this news story? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, give a subscribe. The support would be very much appreciated. If you want to see more news about the 2026 stuff for Ford, I did a video a couple of days ago about their problem in the NASCAR O'Reilly series, formerly known as the Xfinity series. So see you in the next video, whatever that may be.